Growing up, I would go out in the woods and look for the fairies and the brownies. I read a lot. I read a lot.
I'm a maker of things. I'm always making things.
I was the production design person in Jog Bra. I was the person that got things done.
I started jogging and fell in love with it.
Lisa and I were just regular women, maybe running 2 to 5 miles a day. Lisa did the 5, I think I did the 2 to 3.
The idea for the Jog Bra happened originally as a joke. My sister knew that I was running, and she started, and she called me up and said, "Oh, what do you do about all that breast movement? It's so uncomfortable." And I said, "Oh, why isn't there a jock strap for women? Ha ha ha." And I laughed back and said, "Yeah, same idea, different part of the anatomy. Wouldn't that be great?" And I opened up one of my spiral notebooks and said, "That is not such a crazy idea. I'm going to write down what it needs to do." And I went and knocked on her door and said, "Polly, can you help me make this bra for running?"
I was intimidated because bras were so complicated, and it was hard to figure out until the fateful moment when her husband put the jock strap on. And, "Here, ladies, here's your bra." That was the turning point for me, because then I saw something I could do.
She cut the 2 jock straps in half, sewed it together so each pouch was for a breast, and the straps crossing the back.
As costume designers, we were used to pulling things apart and putting them together, and
then just following through on all the things that we had discussed, which was to keep it as smooth as possible on the inside with any seams or attachments on the outside so there would be nothing to rub and cause any abrasion.
so then we had this prototype. But then we had to see if it really worked, so Lisa and I went to the track, this is my memory, and Lisa ran forward. I ran backwards looking at her breasts, and I said, "Well, it looks pretty good, how does it feel?" And she said, "It feels good." So we came up with this tagline, "No man-made bra can compete," or something like that, and it was by women for women. And we had no money for models, so Lisa and I had to run around, and they took the photographs. And we were the first sports bra company to admit and want to serve women of all sizes, because our vision was no matter what your age, shape, or size, every woman and girl has the right to the benefits of exercise. We were not professional athletes. We were women enjoying taking care of ourselves, and that was our marketplace. So our marketplace educated us.
But we were always listening to our customers.
The good thing about what Lisa and how we grew this company is we knew what we didn't know, and we were not afraid to ask questions.
Inventing is just for the joy of it, in my mind.
If you have an invention, you're practicing courage. You're practicing to move through your own barriers.
If you've got a passion and you love it, you should do it. I used to just jump out of bed and go to work. I was so excited. Can people still find that? I hope they can.